hello. It is Chris from the Daily Run with Chris, sharing something with you today. Also, today I'm going to attempt to make some miniature empanadas. I went ahead and I made a chunk of, actually I'm not playing with you, this is one piece of meat that I had left over there that wasn't cooked, and I cooked it today. I seasoned and incorporated all the stuff I wanted in this little contraption over here, this plato, and I also cleaned, rinsed out. I got some cilantro and some spinach going on here. I've got my trusty old flour. I like to keep it clean, okay? Because, you know. Let's keep this place clean, please. Gracias. I appreciate it. I don't know what that is. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start grabbing the dough that I prepared, and I left it sitting for about maybe close to an hour, you know. I like to have your trusty old plate here. Remember, this is already cooked, incorporated, and seasoned with any and everything that I wanted to in this meat. It was cooking in my emerald. I got the spinach and the cilantro waiting on the sidelines there. I'm going to go ahead and toss this baby once, twice like that, and then go ahead and use a little bit of flour to stretch it out. I'm going to need my roly-poly. We always clean the roly-poly. Make sure the roly-poly is always cleaned. Okay? I'm going to put a pinch of this on the roly-poly so we can have, you know, that ability to be able to roll this baby out. So yeah, this dough has been sitting for nearly an hour, and it's so nice because look how fast that was. You see how fast that was that I opened it up like that? I'm sorry. I got a small space here. My bad. So look how easy it is to just open it up and get that baby going. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of the meat that I cut up. Alright. Now I'm debating whether to put it a long ways or make it into an actual empanada. Let's see. Let me see something, guys. How does that look? How does that look? Looks kind of plain, right? So let me just go ahead and do what I was going to do. So then we're going to go ahead. There's no cheese today because Mama ain't got no cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and start molding it into an actual empanada. This is going to be my version of the empanadas. Okay. And then you just simply add a little bit of the, you know what? Let's do this. Give me a second. I need a little bit more of this because this needs to be covered completely. You don't want none of the insides outside. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's been sitting there so long that it actually just goes flat completely when you're rolling it out. So you don't have no problems there. So here's one of them. And I'm going to go ahead and do like they always do. Look at this. Do like they always do and just give it that famous little crease here like an actual empanada. You know, this is my homemade dough. I didn't buy this from the store. I seasoned my mold. I let it sit for the appropriate time, and now we're going to make a nice little patty and just put it right here for the next one. Look how pretty. I think it looks not bad, you know, for the first time. making the dough from home. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done empanadas many times over and over, but I'm saying that this time around I'm doing it with a batch of fresh flour that I incorporated myself to make this meal. So let me make this one a little bit smaller than that one. Yes, yes. So let's go ahead and take the spinach, and we're gonna incorporate it with a little bit of cilantro, and then add some of the meat that I cooked and seasoned. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and start molding it like we normally have to mold it for an actual empanada, and because these are gonna be miniature empanadas. I made and molded the flour myself from home and scratch, and you and I are going to try this for the very first time, because like I said before, I've done empanadas before, but I've used the actual discs from the store. I never took the chance to, you know, do them from scratch, which I am doing right now. Look how pretty that came out. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Pretty. You gotta make sure that it's together and that it doesn't fall apart, so when you put it in that frying unit, it is good to go. So I'm gonna grab another piece. Like I said, I seasoned this earlier and I incorporated everything that needed to be incorporated with it. And look, it comes out really nice. The consistency is nice. Look, I could pick it up and do whatever I want with it. I'm gonna grab my spinach like I did before, and a little bit of cilantro. Now I'm doing on the sidelines some black-eyed peas, okay? So that's going to be incorporated with this little empanada that I'm going to be serving for tonight. So remember, guys, you're going to try these empanadas with me for the first time, because this is my first time around doing it from scratch. I'm going to need another piece to go ahead and top this baby up on the top, because you don't want your stuff sticking out of it. It has to be inside the mold, not on the outside. This is my first time around doing it from scratch, the actual dough. And you and I are going to find out if this dough is going to serve as a good, you know, empanada batch, should I say. And then I'm going to do the famous fork thing that is expected in your empanadas. Okay, you want to mold those babies really good and nice so they can look pretty. And there you go. There's another one that's done. I like to put a little bit of this so that it could stick and stay together and keep its mold, you know. You can also put these in the refrigerator for a little bit of time so that it can get hard and you're able to use it, you know, where you're not going to be afraid to hold it in your hand and it's going to fall apart. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're going to keep it going. The hubby is out there on his second round of work today. And he's doing all he can and keep it moving in this casa. I so appreciate that, man. And then we're going to continue. I'm going to take the stem off of that one. And we're going to add some more. I think this one's going to come out really cute. Look at that. You see that? And then you just simply mold it into the little patty that you want it to look like. As we are all aware, it's an empanada. It's a fresh homemade empanada made from my home, the dough. I'm trying my best to mold it into the actual empanada that you, most of the time, the majority of the time, people buy from the store. And they use the discs, but this time around, I'm using my own little batter that I created myself. It's got meat inside that I cooked myself. And There is no cheese in it. It's got spinach, cilantro, and the meat itself. Here's my dough that I'm working with. And you always want to keep your station with some extra flour to help the molding of these, whatever it is that you're going to be creating within this dough. I am on the verge of doing trying to make miniature empanadas. It is from scratch. The meat has been already processed, cooked, seasoned, all that good stuff. I'm coming to share with you what I'm doing with my homemade empanadas. Okay, you and I are going to check these out because I have made the dough myself from scratch. This little guy is gonna need another layer. See, the spinach wants to run away, so we're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mold another piece to put it on top and hide what wants to pop out. Eat it. So we're gonna mold that, but that's the good thing about the dough, that you can always mold it, you know, like clay. You can always work around it and stuff and rebuild it and fix it again and all that, and the stuff will still be inside. If you see what I'm doing here. Another little successful empanada, hopefully. These babies are gonna be fried the way they normally are. I can also try to bake them. That would be nice to try those out, right? Just to try a little bit to see how that works out. I don't know. And then here's my next one. You see how pretty? I'm trying to be consistent with the pattern and the shape and the way we want to consume these babies. This patty came out huge, but we're going to leave it right there. We're not going to mess up the flow on that one. You want to keep it with the flour and go on to the next one. Let's see. Let's see what you do here for me. Go. This flour has a lot of seasoning in it. I've incorporated a few items in there to give it an extra bump on flavor. So I'm hoping that you and I are going to enjoy this. You're going to get my feedback on this, and I'm going to be straight honest with you. If it's not good, I'm going to let you know. If it's good, I'm going to let you know. So go ahead and try to do it yourself at home. If I can do it, you can do it too. And I'm not a chef. However, I kind of see that the older you get, the better your hand at cooking and the love you put in the cooking and you know, how you don't need to measure anymore. I mean, that's love right there. When you just consistently know this and this and this is what's needed, and I don't need to read a book. I got this, you know? And that's very helpful. Very, very helpful. Okay, so we don't want the stuff sticking out of the actual empanada. We want to keep it going. We want to make these patties. We want to make this happen, and I want to share it with you guys. Today is Monday. I'm thinking it's the 9th because I think I saw that on my phone. If I'm wrong, please go ahead and correct me. And let's see how this one comes out, because I took a nice chunk out of that dough right now. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Gracias. And we're gonna put a little bit more meat going. You see how pretty? No cheese this time. This time we're going to keep it at a much more healthier level because, you know, we don't have rice in it, we don't have pasta in it, we just have this one dough, the bread, and the vegetables, which is very, 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 very delicious for you. Spinach, cilantro, and very healthy for you as well, because some people say, ew, I don't like spinach. Girl, I never liked spinach either when I was little, but then I came to finally say, let me try it out, and let me tell you, spinach is delicious. And it's not only delicious, it is very good for you. Okay, here's another one that I have successfully molded and it's not going anywhere, so it's showing me that it's got a good, good thingamajig going on there. So let me continue. And that one came out great. We didn't have to add anything or take anything out, so that's a good sign. And let's go ahead and open this one too. Alright. So we're doing fresh empanadas straight from the house, not using any discs from the store, but I have attempted to make the dough for it, and I'm in preparation right now of molding it, doing what needs to be done. No cheese added. This is going to be a cheeseless one this time around, because one, we can do without the cheese, and two, I'm looking on the healthy side, you know. I'm looking on the healthy side for this. And I said before, this is going to be incorporated with a little bit of black-eyed peas on the side. Okay. I had made some fresh hot sauce for my husband the other day, so he's going to use that as well. I put a little bit of spiciness into these patties too, so that it can give it a oomph. Because in beef patties, you know, you get that little special spiciness in it. So these babies don't have a lot, but they do have enough to say, I can feel and taste the spiciness. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I'm going to continue, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Let me finish up this dough, because look, I still got quite a few to do, and I got the meat there. I'm going to come through, and I am going to be in the process of either frying these babies, or these babies are already fried and you're going to get the last enclosure of it, and I will let you know if they're good or not. I will see you guys in a minute. Alrighty, talk to you in a bit. Bye-bye.